and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be 24 hours with a newborn, as you can see by the caption. Please note that not every day looks like this. Every day looks very different actually. We are first-time parents and all of this is a brand new experience to us. So I'm going to go over a few details with you, a few things that we do and things to note as well. So let's get started. The first thing I like to do is open up all the blinds. I personally feel like if there's a lot of natural sunlight, a lot of daylight, just brightness in general, it really helps me stay in a good mood. Then my little one gets her first feed of the day. It's either breast or expressed breast milk in a bottle, and we did want to introduce the bottle at around 4 to 5 weeks of age so that my husband is able to actually bond with her as well. If my husband is bottle feeding in the morning, just like he was right here, then I would take advantage of that and get my day started. I would use the hands-free breast pump and get some more breast milk expressed. The reason I really like these and find them extremely helpful is of course because you can just walk around and go about your day. You can get a lot of other things done while you're pumping. It was a big issue for me just sitting on the couch or on the bed for 20 to 30 minutes to pump every day. So we decided to get the hands-free breast pump and it's really helped me a lot. As you can see, I grabbed the pump, put them in while he's feeding her and burping her. I'm taking care of pumping and I'm getting myself ready for the day. I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting my makeup done and everything else. Also keep in mind that at this time when I was recording, my husband was still out on FMLA with me and was very helpful when he was here. Everything will likely look a little different once he goes back to work. Once she's finished feeding and she's been burped, we lay her down for the first nap of the day. Also keep in mind that there's no such thing as an easy day with the newborn. At least I haven't experienced an easy day yet. Now, don't get me wrong, there are days that are a little bit easier than others, but I have yet to have what I consider to be an easy day with the newborn. A lot of the videos that I watched on YouTube really made it seem like it's very easy and it's all happy and smiles and rainbows, and that is really not the case. Maybe our baby is a little bit fussy, and that's why I have yet to experience that, but that wasn't the case for me. So once she is down for her nap, I do like to roll the bassinet over into the living room. As of right now, she is taking her daytime naps in the living room and or with me wherever I go. I like to roll the bassinet and just keep an eye on her that way. As of right now, she has trouble staying asleep and she's had some issues with spitting up and reflux, so I really like the idea of keeping her with me while she naps so I can keep an eye on her at least for now. I do plan on transitioning her daytime naps into her actual crib in her nursery, but for now I do like to just keep an eye on her. We keep the noise level at a minimum. So she's napping in the living room while we get our day started and go about our day. So now that I've finished pumping, I store my breast milk and have some in the fridge for the next bottle feed. Now, as you can see right here, I did pick her up from her bassinet. She didn't want to nap. She was fussy. I had to pick her up and see what was wrong. Okay, little princess. So she wanted to be a little bit fussy, so I went ahead and got her out of her PJs, put on her outfit of the day, and I'm gonna go ahead and put her on the carrier. That way she can be with mommy. It's okay. It's okay. Little Miss Fussy Pants. Show the world your fussiness. Oh, okay. If any of you are first-time parents or are going to be first-time parents, make sure you burp your baby as best as you can. For a while, she was having tummy issues and she had a lot of gas. So that's a quick tip for you if you are going to be a first-time parent. She looked like she was still hungry, so I did give her 1 more ounce of expressed breast milk. As you can see here, she was still a little bit fussy. She did look tired, and I can tell that she was tired and ready for a nap, but she was really fighting it. I do want to say that this carrier has been a lifesaver and has been the best thing that we have bought yet. I really don't know what we would do without it. Anytime that she's fussy and is in denial and does not want to go to sleep, we have to put her in the carrier, walk around a little bit. It's very convenient. She does fall asleep in the carrier, and I'm able to get things done as well at the same time. If there's one thing I absolutely love and don't regret buying at all, is this carrier. While she decides to eventually fall asleep in the carrier, we get as many things done as possible, including getting the bed done and clearing up our room a little bit for the day. The next thing I focus on is getting some food in my system. I have been living off of shakes for a little bit just because it's easier. I like to throw in some spinach, some kale, some protein powder, peanut butter, banana, strawberries, blueberries, almond milk, some oatmeal, just a blend of a lot of nutritious foods. It's very important for me to make sure that I eat a clean diet, as well as making sure that I'm eating enough calories, since I am breastfeeding. And of course, if my husband is there with me, I do make enough for the both of us. I would otherwise just make one for myself. Usually she's pretty good about just staying asleep, so let me hold her little ears a little bit. So as you can see, she's in the carrier. She's squirmy. She moves around a little bit. While I get her to fall asleep in there, I'm getting things done. It's very convenient. If the hubby's here, he does help a lot with household chores. I feel like majority of the time I'm very busy with the baby, whether it's feeding, whether it's diaper changing, or a couple of other things. So he does help a lot when it comes to household chores. He does the dishes, he takes care of the cleaning, and a couple of other things as well. If she ends up falling asleep relatively quickly in the carrier, I'll take advantage and make something else in addition to the smoothie. So I made some avocado toast for us. The smoothie or the shake is perfect, but sometimes I do want actual food. So if I have the time and ability to do that, then I will make myself something like the avocado toast. Also, I like to make sure that I drink enough water. So I have a huge water bottle that I drink and refill twice a day. Also, once she has fallen asleep in the carrier and she seems like she's in a deeper sleep, I do like to transition her into either the bassinet or in the little lounger that she has, and we do supervise those naps. I'm trying to capture everything that I eat in a day so that you can see more or less what that looks like. When I say that I'm starving while breastfeeding, I am being very literal. Ever since breastfeeding, I've been so hungry all day, even after eating. So I did grab some cheese sticks and a few crackers. She eventually woke up again, changed her diaper, fed her, talked to her for a little bit, played with her for a little bit, and then focused on getting her to sleep again for the next nap. Eventually she did fall asleep. We put her in the bassinet. We had a white noise machine playing so that way it helps her sleep. And while she sleeps, once again, I take advantage and I try to do anything that I want to get done for the day. I used my treadmill and got a few steps in. If I'm lucky and she still falls asleep, is the time whenever I focus on getting some other exercises in. Prior to being pregnant, I was really big on lifting weights and strength training exercises, so I'm trying to slowly ease back into that. My main focus right now is working on pelvic floor exercises and very lightweight strength training. So that's exactly what I will be doing and working on for a little bit. Husband was working on a few things in the living room. He was able to supervise her and just keep a watch on her while I did my workout. Eventually I'll start to increase my weight again and see how far I can go. I guess we'll see how long it takes for me to reach the point where I was before I was pregnant, and it will be a little while. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, for any of you that will be first-time moms, hormones will be all over the place. And with that being said, when I tell you that I feel so smelly and sweaty and all of the above all the time now, I'm being once again very literal. I feel really smelly. So as soon as I finish my workout, I have to jump into the shower. So husband is able to watch her. I jump into the shower, so much better and so refreshed. Also, to be very, very transparent, postpartum hair loss is very real. Very, very real. The chunk that you see in my hand is just from one shower. I can't even imagine how much hair I've lost already and will continue to lose. So eventually she wakes up again and it's time for another diaper change. There are so many diaper changes in one day. Also, you'll have some nice surprises, as you can see. Little one splattered all over my husband. You pooped on your dad? Baby. Good job. Mommy's over here. Good job. Hi, baby girl. You have the hiccups. Oh, baby. You're hungry? Okay. Sometimes she's very squirmy when she eats. So at first, obviously being a first-time mom, we had no idea why. And we kind of came to the realization that I guess we weren't burping her well enough. So for any of you that are going to be first-time moms, please keep that into consideration. Make sure that you're burping them well. Poor baby had a lot of gas, and of course you can't eat comfortably. You're looking at mommy. You can't eat comfortably like that, so she was just spitting out a lot of her milk and was just very fussy at both breast and bottle until we kind of realized what was going on. And you're looking at mama. Yeah, good job, baby. Here I am again putting her on the carrier because after she feeds, sometimes she falls asleep. Recently, she has reached a point where she doesn't want to fall asleep and is really interested in everything going on. However, she makes herself overtired, so I have to put her on the carrier and get her to fall asleep in there while I get other things done. In this case, I'm getting dinner prepped while she's in the carrier. It's really helpful once again because I'm hands-free. She falls asleep. She's comfortable with me. It's extremely helpful. She just falls asleep while she's on the carrier and I'm getting dinner situated. Here's another thing I snack on for the day, just another bar. My husband always makes fun of me for this, but I always snack before I'm about to eat. For some reason, I just get really hungry, and I used to do this even before being pregnant and breastfeeding, but now that I'm breastfeeding, I'm always starving, so I definitely do it even more. Sometimes throughout the day, I will hear her go number 2 while she's on the carrier. So I have to take her out and get her changed to prevent diaper rash. So as you can see, that's what we're doing right now. And it was actually also time for her feed. We put her in the bassinet and try to get her to fall asleep. But as you can see here, I haven't even really started eating my dinner. And this happens almost every single day. So we get her fed and burped, and once again in the carrier to try to get her to fall asleep again, because she will simply not fall asleep. Sometimes I have to eat standing up. Sometimes I have to wait for her to fall asleep in the carrier so that way we can lay her down and I can actually eat my food. Husband made me a coffee because sometimes it's needed. This is the reality of having a newborn. Also, while I have her in the carrier, she doesn't get startled by any noise at all for some reason. I guess it's just because she knows she's with mom. So that's the time I also use to get any chores done that are a little bit louder. For example, vacuuming around the house and or loading and unloading the dishwasher. After that nap, we give her a bath. We don't give her a bath every single night. We try to do it every other night. And today just happened to be one of those days where a bath was needed. After bath time, she gets fed, burped, and put into the bassinet in hopes that she will fall asleep for the night. Please note that that does not always happen. Sometimes she wakes up and I have to pick her back up. I have to carry her around and just try to get her to fall asleep in my arms. Try to get her a little more drowsy so she can actually fall asleep in the bassinet. Some days she will fall asleep in the bassinet. Other days she's very difficult to get to fall asleep in the bassinet. So we have to pick her up, rock her, and go about the rest of the night. Of course, as you know, she wakes up in the middle of the night several times to feed, so I make sure that I feed her and burp her. So that's what 24 hours with a newborn can look like. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.